Alright guys, so it's actually been a few days now since the race, and I would say that I'm actually feeling a lot better now. I actually went out already for a run today. Went out with my daughter. So yeah, we just did like a stroller run outside. It was just kind of like a nice, easy run. I can still feel a little bit of soreness, but it's definitely feeling a lot better. My plan for the race was actually just really simple. I was just gonna run like the first 20 to 22 miles, kind of like pretty steady effort. So I decided to like run between, I would say, 6:30 to 6:50 per mile pace. So just kind of like inside of that sub 3 hour marathon pace. So yeah, that's like really like was my plan for the race. Like I just want to get this big chunk of the race, just kind of like trying to keep it steady, because I know that this big part of the race, the 20 to 22 miles of the race, is just really like I would say like very crucial part of it. And I know that I need to focus also here on my nutrition and when to take my gels and stuff like that. So yeah, I just want to keep it like as simple as possible. I woke up actually super early. I woke up at like 4:30 a.m. and the race didn't start until 7:30. So I know 3 hours is, I would say, a lot of time before the race, but I just don't really want to rush. Like I just really want to have like a really comfortable like time, for me to kind of like do everything in the morning, because for me that's very important. I don't want to be, like I said, be rushing on things. So yeah, I woke up at 4:30, drank my coffee, and then ate like my kind of like my breakfast, like my pre-breakfast for the race. Like it's I made like a toasted like blueberry bagel, and then just put some peanut butter on the top. So that's pretty much I eat every race. For me it's like very simple, and it is also a little bit easier for me to eat because I don't really actually eat breakfast. That's why actually like the morning of the race, like it's for me like eating like this, it's really challenging for me to do that because I don't have any appetite, especially that early in the morning. So that one actually it went like really easy because I actually like was drinking coffee as well, so I was able to get that down easily. So after that, I still had like a really good time, like I would say an hour and a half, and I was already like ready. Before I actually went to to the race, like I just went out for like a nice 10-minute easy run outside, just to do a little warm up before going there, because you just don't know what's gonna happen. It could be like really busy at the start. So, and I was also like checking in my bag. Sometimes things like you think that you have a lot of time, but once you get there, I would say the time just goes really fast when you're ready at the race. So when we got there, we had I would say like at least 45 minutes, I would say. So that's a good time for us to really just like do like whatever we need to do, like drop our bags and everything like that. But I just realized when we actually was getting closer to the gear check, there was like a line. So yeah, I was starting to get a little worried, but the good thing is like my sister-in-law was there, and she offered to like check my bag for me, and I was so thankful for that, because yeah, that really kind of a relief for me that I don't really need to stand there and like wait in line just to check my bag. And then after that I just went straight. Once I got in, I know that I still need to do like like my warm-up, and then doing some of this like like strides and everything like that just to get ready. I just didn't really know where to do that because it was kind of busy and people coming in. It was just, yeah, it was just like there's nowhere for you to really do that. So what I did is like I just trying to look for a place where at least where I can do that. So yeah, I was just running back and forth like a very like I would say like short area, like really far from like my corral, just doing like at least like a 5-minute warm-up and then doing some like strides there at the same time. So once I'm done, I went straight to my corral, and I think I had like a really good like 10 minutes 15, I don't know, I can't even remember anymore. So was able to go to the bathroom one more time, and it was a relief like that I was finally done with everything that I needed to do. And then I got into my corral with like 10 minutes to spare or something like that. So the gun went off, so I got out from that start area like really good. It was kind of smooth, and I remember that last year that I said don't look at your watch from the start because the GPS is not super accurate from the start, because of all of these buildings in downtown. Just don't really worry about the pace. Just try to find a spot where you can run, and just try to focus on the running for the first like 2 to 3 minutes, because the pace is not going to be very accurate. So I was feeling really good getting out of that the starting area. And then when I checked my watch, like after like I would say like a couple minutes or so, I said it was like 6:55 per mile. And then I said like I'm not even sure if that's right. And then I would say like after half a mile, I just checked my watch one more time, and my watch was like saying 6:20 per mile. So at that point I said like this might be right, because like the way I feel it's like kind of fast. But I said like like I said, I don't know if this is even accurate. So when my watch beeped the first time, like the first mile, it was like 6:26. So I said like I think the second time I checked it was right. I was running like at 6:20 pace. And then from there I just like tried to focus on my run. I just want to run, and just try to run as efficient as possible without forcing the pace, and then just trying to get that solid rhythm. So I think my second mile was like still in the 6:30s, and then hit my first 5 kilometers in like 20 minutes and I think 17 seconds. At that point I said like I'm way inside of my goal pace, so all I need to do is just really to be comfortable. I just need to try to readjust the pace, but there's no need for me to really slow this down, just trying to be comfortable. And then I hit that 10K split. It was like 40 minutes and I think 26 seconds, something like that. So I'm still way inside my goal pace. And at that point I'm really actually feeling good. I was not forcing the pace or whatsoever. I was just trying to go with the flow, and for me that's like I really wanted to do, because I don't want to stick to one pace. I want my legs to just I was almost kind of dictate what I want to run for, like the first like this big part of the race. And for me that's kind of safe, because I've done this in training. So as long as I'm not forcing the pace, I'm okay. So I said like I think my legs are just kind of locked into this kind of pace, and I keep reminding myself as well like you're way inside your goal pace. Just try to be comfortable, and no need to push. Like when you feel that you're actually pushing the pace, just try to just relax and just try to be efficient. So that kind of actually helped my mind and my body to really feel really comfortable and relaxed. So at around mile 12, So I was getting really close to the halfway point of the race. um, the wind started picking up there, and right around that, section of the course as well, like I was like some like this, I would say, pretty steep hills, I would say. It's not super, I would not say like a big hill or something, but it's pretty steep, and it's kind of like really open in downtown. So yeah, like we were like facing all like this headwinds and stuff, and it was kind of cold. So at that point, I was really feeling that wind, and it's kind of cold, and also like this kind of pretty steep hill. So I started to kind of push the pace a little bit there. I did not really want to like do that, but it's because there's like some hills, so I need to just keep my legs, like keep moving, because I know that if I slow down on the hills, I know that I'm just really gonna slow down, and that's pretty much what happened from my previous experiences before. So I know that I just need to get over this hill, and then once I'm over this hill, I can go back to like, a pretty smooth rhythm. So yeah, my pace for that 13 mile was like 6:25, and that's actually my fastest pace for the whole, like race, because I needed to push that. And yeah, that's what happened. So once I got over the hill, I felt a little bit better, and then hit the split like around halfway point, like half marathon split. It's like 1 hour 27 and 20 seconds. So for me, that's really good, because yeah, I'm really inside of my goal pace. After that, I crossed that halfway point. I said like, this big part from half marathon all the way to 18 miles. So this is the big part that I need to just kind of chill. I said like I need to just kind of relax right here, because this is very, very crucial part of the race. So yeah, I just try to pretty much like run it by feel, and just making sure that I'm inside of my goal pace. And then I would say like right around mile 16, that's where I started to really feel the pace. I was feeling it, and I said I did not really want to feel like this at mile 16. I was hoping to feel like this like around 18 to 20, because that's where I'm gonna actually try to make my move if I feel good. But yeah, it was earlier than 18 miles. So I said it's okay. Like, you make a plan before the race, and sometimes things doesn't happen like as planned. It's still okay. So I just kind of have to readjust that. So from there, I just stay positive, and just trying to like really focus on my run, and just like I said, keep telling myself all the time that you're inside of your goal pace. There's no need to push or whatsoever. So I would say between like 17 to 19 miles, that's where the part of the race that I always struggle. I don't really know why, but yeah, I've run this race multiple times, and every time I run like around this area of the race, like 17 to 19 miles, this is where like I felt like my legs were always just like so heavy. I just could not run smooth. It just felt like, like I was wearing like boots, like around that section of the course. Like it was just, my legs were just like super heavy. So I said, no, I need to kind of readjust the pace here. I need to kind of surge a little bit. I need to get out of this kind of heaviness of my legs. So yeah, I did not really want to do that there, but it's because of that. So I said like I need to push this a little bit, just try to change the rhythm a little bit. So yeah, around mile 19, I think that was my slowest mile. I think I ran 7:02 based on my watch. And then from there I said, yeah, I cannot wait 20 miles anymore to make the move. Like I just need to do it now, because my legs are starting to feel it. And if I like, keep just keeping like this pace, I think I'm gonna lose like pretty much like the rhythm. And then as I got into like mile 21 and 22, that's where I really like, just I said like, let's go, let's do this. Like we got like the last 10k of the race. I think from mile 20 I run 6:54, I think. So I pushed the pace there, I would say, pretty hard. Like from 21 and 22, I think I run 6:37 and 6:36, so which is like a very big jump, from like mile 20. And it was really painful, to be honest with you guys, but I really thought when I was like running like at mile 20, 21 and 22 that I was getting that nice flow again, and I was so happy about that, because even though it felt like really painful, but I think I could hold it. So after that, I think I got a little bit tired of pushing for that last 2 miles of that. And then at mile 23, I said like I need to slow down a little bit now, because I think I'm really feeling the pace again because of this push. And then at that section as well, like there were like some like undulation and some turns as well, so it kind of like ruined my rhythm a little bit. So mile 24 like 6:53, and then I said or mile 23 is 6:53, and then mile 24 6:53. So I was just kind of like trying to hold the pace right here. So yeah, I was a little bit outside the sub 3 hour pace, but I know I already banked like some really good miles from the start, so I was not so worried about this time. My thought at this point is like just try to get to like the next mile, and once you get to mile 25, that's where you could just make that last big push. So at mile 25, I hit like 6:56, and I was just, to be honest with you guys, I don't normally take any more drink at this section of the course. Like I just like let's just finish this race, but I got so tired that I needed a drink at mile 25, so I got a drink, and then after that I said yeah, let's go. So yeah, I gave pretty much everything. I did not have anything left, like it's pretty much like just all I got. So my mile 26 was 6 minutes and 52 seconds, and then I said like yeah, I got like less than half a mile left, so let's just finish this up. Yeah, I did not really know, to be honest, what was my time, because I was not even looking at my watch anymore. Like I just wanted to finish the race. And when I saw the finish line, as soon as I was getting really, really close, the clock was kind of messed up, so I didn't even know it was my time. And I checked it on the other side, on the left side, it's like the half marathon, like people like crossing, so they had like that clock as well there. So that's where I saw that I was like 2 hours 57, something like that. And when I crossed that finish line, there was nothing left. I was kind of dizzy, and I was just feeling cold, but I said like I am just super, super happy that I broke 3 hours, and I hit my goal today. So this is my official time right there. It's 2 hours 57 minutes and 23 seconds. So I have to be honest with you guys, I don't know, it's not really sinking in yet that I broke 3 hours. It's just kind of feeling that when you hit that goal, and then you're just kind of like disbelief that you actually did it. I would say I think the biggest thing that helped me actually reach this goal during the race is like, I keep telling myself to just stay relaxed and stay calm. And also just focusing on like knowing like where I'm at. That really gave me a lot of like, I would say, calmness during the race. And if I'm inside of my goal pace, all I need to do is just to relax. So it kind of helped me to kind of run efficiently, I would say, for that big part of the race. And some of those things that didn't really go as I planned, I did not really panic. I just stay calm and just try to, I said, like, just try to stay relaxed, you know, like just to readjust things here, and just keep reminding myself that you are inside of your goal pace and there's no need for you to worry at all. So yeah, I think this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.